Hello, today we're gonna make a scroll bar in Scratch. As you can see, you can scroll and you can use the arrow keys, or you can click to scroll, or you can use the mouse wheel, the mouse scroll wheel to scroll, as you can see. And it works very well. So let's get started. First, paint a sprite. Name it Bar. Then, in the costume, use the line tool. Make the outline 39 or any other size and make it a good brightness. I mean a good color. A good gray color. Or any other color and drag it here. Now, put it in the middle. And after that, make it a good size. Oops. And then put it in the middle. Now, when green flag clicked forever, then go to. Now put in the position you want to go to, and as you can see, make sure the Y is at 0 so it's perfectly balanced. And lastly, in the code, we will do a go to back. Now paint another sprite and name it Slider. Use the circle tool. Make sure there's no outline and make the fill a darker gray. About something like this. Then press Shift and make a circle. Drag the circle to where you want it to be, about where you want it to be, and make it a good size. As you can see, this is a good size. Now, in the code we will do, when green flag clicked forever, and make a new variable named Y for this sprite only. Set Y to 0 and go to, and make sure to only set X like this to where it is. And change the colors a bit if you don't like it. As you can see, the colors are better. Anyways, now set X to backdrop of stage and then bar of X position. So it would always go to the X position, as you can see. And if we run this, it will always go to where the bar's X position is. Now, when up arrow key pressed, then a if not key up arrow, not key up arrow pressed, then change Y by 2, -2. Duplicate this, and then when down arrow pressed and not key down arrow pressed, that would be change Y by 2. Then set y to y times 0.85. Then change y by y. Now, if you test it and use your mouse's scroll wheel, as you can see, it smoothly scrolls. Now, to make it stop at where you want it to, add in a if, then if y position is greater than 163, then we will set x to 1, -1. Duplicate that. And instead make it less than. So if y position is less than -163, then we will set y to set y to 1. Now, if you use the scroll wheel, as you can see, you can't go through the lines. You can kind of, but then it'll go back. Now, if mouse down, then we will set x to 0 and set y to, and then adding the times, mouse y times 0.88. And now if you use the mouse, as you can see, it'll be perfect. It might not be perfect sometimes, but most of the times it will be perfect. And if it doesn't work too well, you can play around with the numbers, these numbers. Now, adding another if, 2 ifs, like this. If key up arrow pressed, then it will be changing y by 0.5. Duplicate that and put it in here and do down arrow. Duplicate that and make it -0.5. Now, as you can see, you can use your scroll wheel, you can use the up and down arrow keys, and you can click. Now let's add those things that we scroll. So now we paint another sprite and name it object or any other name. Then you can put anything on the objects like squares and stuff, or you can put text like hello or slider. Something like this, and add some colors like green or blue or normal black or something. Yeah. Now, after you're done with your objects, when green flag clicked, go to and a forever, go to first, put it in a position you want, and then go to this, and for the Y, it would be stage of backdrop and change it to slider and Y position. Then we would times this by 3. Now, if we test this and scroll, as you can see, it will work. And if you see that it is stuck, we can fix this by instead use the box tool. Make the fill nothing and the outline nothing. Then drag a box around it. Now, as you can see, it won't get stuck up top or in the bottom. And if you want to use a cloning system, then we can do, instead we would do a my blocks and name it create clone. Run without screen refresh. And that, and put this. Repeat 10 times and hide. And then make another variable named offset for this sprite only. At first set offset to 0. Then also create a new sprite. Create a new costume. Use the box tool. Make the fill any color. And if you want, you can add an outline. And draw a box. Or you can do other items. And then, if you want, making all of it very smooth edges like this, using this tool. As you can see, then we select these corners and delete. Now we have smoothness. Now, when we do this, now in here, we do change offset by 50. And then create a clone of myself. And switch costume to costume 2, which is the box. Then, when I start as a clone, it would do this. Now if you start and scroll down, and also make sure to have a show block. Now if you start and scroll down, make sure to add an offset. So adding this, make sure to add an offset. Now as you can see, it's perfectly all cloned. And if you want to make it not show in the edges, you can just use the same trick by doing this. Make it have no outline and no that. And as you can see, there's the cloning system. Now you have a scroll bar. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic